Why Tinder does not count as your lay count and why that's complete mental bullshit. I'm John Elite, the world's best day game coach. I'm gonna make a video. So I'm just gonna preach my gospel. For the last video, a Taiwanese student, now up to 3 lays during OmniCons. But everyone ignored it. They didn't look at the sales letter. I thought I was gonna get a ton of new students because of all the testimonials. So today I'm not posting one, but I have 10 more to post, even 15 more, around 10 to 15, maybe 12. But why not just stop it here? And then I'll continue all the testimonials when I feel like it. I got a lot of things to say. Let's talk about why Tinder Laycounts does not count. I got a Skype student, so I better be quick. All right. This is for the people that are actually going to listen to the gospel. Because the more I push people, the more they push away. Kind of like talking to a fucking Scientologist or something. So I say keep ignoring my lay testimonials. You dumb sheeps, you RSD zombies, you Asian carps. Keep getting burnt. As you go from one day game product to another, well, I have the solution to all your problems. Elite 30. It always worked. It has been proven to work over and over again. Other people have to prove their product actually works. Yo, what's up? Long time no see, man. I was a day game coach trying to make people understand that Tinder doesn't count as a PUA lay. It's like a food app at best, or an auction where white men wins out most of the time. Only day game, night game, lay testimonials count towards your PUA lay count. And that is pickup. When they say a lay is a lay, right? Oh, yeah, there's a lay. It's not. Only the students' night game lay testimonials or day game counts. Not that they can get that many for day game. Not Tinder. I really wanted to stop people from thinking that Tinder lay counts even counts toward your lay count. It counts toward your body count, sure. But it doesn't count towards your PUA lay count, since that isn't even pickup. It doesn't count as lay testimonials either. A lay isn't a lay. That's a body count. But that isn't a pickup artist lay at all. Nor should it even count as a lay testimonial, since that isn't even pickup. It's a fucking food app or an auction where white men benefit, or if you have a fuck ton of status. So that's the funny thing, because now I don't have to deal with all this stupid spam approaches with people with their corpus callosum in their brain. They cannot run 3 steps. That's why they don't do day game very well. That's why they like to spam approach. 50 to 100 approaches a day, which reinforces bad habits. But I wanted to be able to get people to stop worshiping as they hear an unverified number, like which the RSD zombies will turn off their brain and give authority without critical thinking. Their minds will turn off. Since that is a procreation switch, when you throw out the word lay count, you just say some arbitrary number and the fucking sheep's brain turns off. Doesn't seem like a lot of people here today, but I'll keep talking. It's just like having more subscribers than automatically trusting a dating coach, which is called social proof. So the first one is called the procreation switch. This is lay count this, the brains turn off, gaslight them, they're stuck mentally, they don't get results in the products, they take a boot camp. Ka-ching, ka-ching. That's the entire fucking goal. It's just like having more subscribers than automatically trusting the dating coach, which is called social proof. And that's the other thing. When they look at other people and their subscribers, it's like, oh, there's more subscribers there. Therefore, more people must like it. No, the corpus callosum fucking zombies likes it. Or, like I said, I suspect maybe, and this is just an allegation without any actual proof, it's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. But I'm starting to think maybe some of those subscribers aren't even real. If it gets people into the boot camps, would they do that? Yeah. Would they say some arbitrary lay count? Yeah. But if they include a number with their Tinder lays, it doesn't fucking count. It's a fucking food app. What the fuck? even if they have very few views for their videos, right? And a small percentage of their audience views it, which makes me speculate. Like I said, I don't have any proof of this, but this is how you get the dumb RSD zombies, the Asian carps, to worship dating coaches. The thing was, I was a dating coach adding, the dating coaches was adding their fucking PUA lay count, or they're adding Tinder to their PUA lay count. Tinder is not pickup. It's a fucking food app. You post pictures where white people get most of the testimonials. So if they got 400 lays, for example, in night game, the real pickup artist lay count is, no, it's not like all that lays, is 400. You're like, what? What about all the events guys that they say are events? Oh, they got like 400, 500, 600 lays. Well, if it's mostly Tinder, like white is right, and their only night game and day game lay count is really like 150 or maybe like 70, that's their fucking lay count. It's not rocket science. Fucking Tinder is not even a thing. Sure, it counts as your body count, but it doesn't count towards your lay count, because that's just mental bullshit. Complete mental bullshit. And they have no evidence except standing next to a woman with no actual proof of that lay. Plus Tinder, lay testimonials, this fucking food app, mental bullshit. While it counts towards your body count, like I said, even women and even blue pill guys can have a body count. This is how many lays a tall white guy who's social might get on Tinder just by being white. He might already get like, I don't know, 50, 60 lays just by being tall and white and good looking on Tinder. So how the fuck does that count? That's a body count. That's not a pickup artist lay count, because he doesn't know anything about pickup artistry. No. So that you have to separate the body count from the pickup artist lay count. It's not pickup. No woman's being picked up. I mean, I wasn't able to get people to stop worshiping as they hear an unverified number, which the RSD zombies will turn off their fucking brains, give authority without critical thinking. Their minds turn off, since that is a procreation switch. Oh, lay count. Oh, brain turns off. Fucking, right? Procreation, evolutionary psychology. It's just like having more subscribers, then automatically trusting the dating coach, calling a social pro, even if they have very few views for their videos. And the very few percentage of their audience views it. But most of my audience views my video, believe it or not. I'm not joking. How many hours was my last video? How many hours did people view my last video? Let's take a look. I know I should have waited until it's over 500 views or 1,000, 800. Let's take a look at the numbers. And this is what makes me very, very pissed off. How many hours did they spend? Do you teach night game? I do not teach night game, nor do I give a shit. All right. Just to let you guys know, I'm not bullshitting you. The last video already had 102 fucking hours of people viewing it. You're like, there's no fucking way. Yeah, it's right here, the video. See that? Same video. 102 fucking hours. Holy shit. This is like, not even big channels would get that much view time for one fucking video just left a few days ago. How much engagement? Or how much reach? Because normally if you have at least 7% impression click-through rates, that's amazing. That's world class. 8, 9, whatever. My video was 15.1%. Not a fucking joke. You're like, holy shit, 15%. But here's the funny thing. I thought everyone was going to beg me to buy Elite 30 from Hard Case to Hero. I was like, here's the fucking solution. The Taiwanese guy got laid 3 fucking lays. But where was everyone? They completely won't even look at the fucking sales letter. What is your objection? What is your fucking problem? I have the fucking solution. Hey, if you want to go to other people's solution, that's fine. If you don't get laid in 1 month or 2 months, come back to Elite 30 and fucking do it my way, you lazy cunt motherfuckers. The lazy cunts will always want the spam approach without any skills because they're omni cunts with their corpus callosum, part of their brain. They cannot do 3 fucking steps. So they can't do the social skill flow drill, which is the repeated 3 steps. They just love the spam approach. They love to go direct. They love to feel like they're accomplishing something. They're not. They're just going to run up the hill and get their heads shot off during Omicron. If it's already this hard and this people, my students, have been leveling up in front of a mirror, then going out there so they can get laid in 3 approaches or less, maybe 1 to 3, because they practice like fucking 300 times in the mirror. But no, you're just going to run out there, run over the hill, and get your fucking head shot off. But hey, don't listen to me. I'm just preaching the gospel. Remember, if you don't get laid over there in like 1 month to 3 months, come back to John Elite. I'll do the fucking repair work. This is why I cannot give you free advice forever, nonstop, because my opinion is worth a lot. I have a student who's paying me $300, so I'm going to Skype with him later after this YouTube live. But I digress. Let's get right back to the point. So, of course, I have no proof that they're buying subscribers, but I'm allowed to speculate. Like I said, I could be completely wrong, and I'm not saying that they are doing that. I'm just speculating. The word speculation. Let alone, it is the dumb RSD zombies and Asian carps that worship dating coaches. And to make things worse, I felt terrible because these dumb RSD zombies, these Asian carps, these dumb sheeps are worshiping so fucking hard, they listen to advice that wouldn't get them laid. I always say, if they don't have at least 6 lay testimonials, it's called a worthless advice. Like self-proclaimed high lay count guy. I mean, there's like 3 fucking day game lay testimonials. Who gives a shit what their advice is? Because it doesn't fucking matter until you reach the number 6. Why 6? I don't know, but I think it's a good number. Then your opinion is worth something. If you haven't reached 6, then shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I have a cold. I just didn't realize it until now. Another one started up. Then they started to ignore all my lay testimonials during COVID-19. All those fucking videos. Name one dating coach who has been posting one day game lay testimonial after another. Nobody. Not like this. Nobody. Then they ignored it all. They're also ignoring Elite 30, which is the fucking cure, not the long drawn out treatment. Since a lot of these courses released during COVID-19 doesn't actually have many or any lay testimonials for it. If they do, we should look at the testimonials and see how many they have for the courses. Like I said, over time, we can see how many there are. And usually, there's always one specific fucking number that shows up. 0. If they get 1, congratulations, but mostly 0. This is something that's statistical. We can look at it. We can actually see if the course actually has fucking lay testimonials. And on Elite 30, my sales letter, don't mind the hair. I just took a shower and I was going to teach a student. However, my whole fucking sales page is full of testimonials. It is a fucking timeless course. It's not like, oh, Elite 30 is going to expire one day because it's not up to. Fuck you. Social skills and social calibrations does not fucking expire. You understand that? Omicron. Did it stop my students from getting results? It didn't even fucking touch my students. My students cut through the omnicunts. You guys, however, a lot of you spam approaching motherfuckers that are shit students I had, all the shitty students has never, ever gone past day 2 of Elite 30. But John, you should be helping them back and forth until they can start. Okay, maybe in the future, in my outer circle Facebook group, maybe I'll give you some fucking advice on how to get through the course more efficiently and fucking go out there. But I don't have to offer you free shit or free advice because my stuff works. If you are going to run up the hill and spam approach, tweaking your bullshit instead of rebuilding like the army, you deserve to have your head fucking shot off or rejected out there over and over. And I've never get a lot of student results when I was teaching direct game. I used to teach direct game, by the way, in 2012 and 2014, which is kind of funny. Only tall people got laid, not just white people, mostly white people, but tall people. I don't know why. I don't know why. But maybe it's protector status. It's not a coincidence. And this is back then. So I know that is not an efficient way of doing things. So I feel sorry for you. You can always come back after a couple months when you're completely demolished out there. You caught Omicron. It's just a mild cold to you, and you spread it to your entire family because you live at home because you're a fucking sheep with a stupid corpus callosum that does not work. Your brain does not function. Your left to right brain in the middle. The corpus callosum doesn't fucking work. And here I am. I mean, I shouldn't even be here making another video so soon, but people are ignoring the Taiwanese student. What are you ignoring all these fucking miracles? And here's the problem. I have another fucking testimonial from another Mexican student. He wants to be number 500. I'm at 499 LAPO testimonials, but I only wrote 498. So I can sneak in another student, then put him at 500. But you guys don't want to hear it because your fucking brain shut down. You guys are acting like you're a fucking Scientologist. And I'm telling you why, that you're not getting it. You're just fucking like dumb zombie sheeps. It's okay. I say go ahead and try other people's stuff. I'm not going to stop you. If you don't get results, you can come back to John Elite in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Depends how badly you get burnt. All right. But I'm just saying, do not dismiss Elite 30 from hard case to hero. So it doesn't matter that, these dumb sheeps will worship so hard, then not get laid, then take their boot camps. They're fleecing the sheeps, their wool or money. It felt even worse about the situation because this makes a mockery of my student results. These guys who are like corpus callosum cunts, omni cunts, couldn't even do my social skill flow drill. So the spam approach. I know what's up. All the students, I wouldn't say students because they didn't even use their fucking Skypes, but all the omni cunts, none of you have made it past day 2 of Elite 30, the 30-day challenge. None of you. You know it. And I know it. It's not because because you look at the emotional price. You said, I can't just spam approach out there and use tactics. Oh, John, I'm lazy, right? I'm a lazy cunt. I can't fucking. Don't you get it? Because you're lazy, because your corpus callosum is so fucked up, it lowers your fucking self-esteem. When your self-esteem goes down, guess what happens? Your ego goes up. You become low functioning. Then you become delusional. Then you spam approach without skills, running up the hill, getting your fucking head shot off. Then what happens? You go the wrong path, the sociopath. Just like when I talked to my Indian student from India, I told him, see, you wasted all your fucking time worshiping. You should have listened to Elite 30. That's the only course that worked. And he's just like, I wasted all my time. Yeah. I should focus on social skills, real social skills, because you corpus callosum, the part of the brain that I showed you last time in the middle, the left and right brain, when they connect together, it doesn't work for you guys. So therefore, you can't run the social skill flow drill. You will not practice in the mirror and you will fail. But no, you just got to run up the hill and just give compliments and get your head fucking shot off. Too fucking bad. I just love waving the fucking testimonials in your fucking face while you ignore it. You can only ignore my testimonials for so long. And trust me, I got so many fucking testimonials. So help me God. I will flood YouTube with, this is just the beginning, guys. But let's ignore them, right? Testimonials don't matter. Let's just worship. Because you have a corpus callosum. Let's do it the easy way. You fucking low resilient cunt motherfuckers. That's the problem. Because you don't have resilience. You cannot turn off your stress or emotions. You could have just intellectualized that. Oh, this is fucked up. There's Omicron out there. That you could just turn off your fucking brain and says, off. And just fucking do it my way. Use it in front of the fucking mirror. But you always get lazy. Whenever I see a student, when I give them the advice, listen, all you have to do is rehearse in front of the mirror this many times, maybe 30, 40 times. Do 1 day at a time of Elite 30. You know what happens? They do this, the omnicons. And they look at me like I'm fucking crazy to suggest to them that they need to rehearse. If you don't rehearse it, you're not going to level up. Your actions are gonna be shit. The ones that you brought before you took my course, your results will be shit. Then your belief about yourself will be fucked, and your potential will go down. And then your actions will be more shit. It's gonna be in a downward fucking spiral. But it doesn't make sense because, like, oh, John wants me to practice in the mirror. My pussy hurts. Oh, my cunt hurts. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Fucking omni cunts. And these omni cunts are so fucking weak. Their minds are like a women. They'll say one thing like, John, I'll buy your course on Wednesday, and they don't do it. Then they keep blaming on me. Or they say, John, I'm gonna practice in the mirror. They don't do it. It's like their emotional intelligence is fucking them up from their actions. They say one thing and do the opposite. And that's common for women. It's not to be sexist, but that's very common. Now you're thinking like a woman. Stupid. So you can't do 3 steps, okay? So that's the problem. And you want to run a fucking lifestyle? Like, you want to run a big, cool lifestyle in your fucking parents' basement? Seriously. You want to hang out with women in your fucking parents' basement, throwing a party, while your mom walks across and just like, oh, hi, nice to meet you all. I brought you some cookies. Yeah, you're going to run a real great lifestyle because you're low functioning. You know, as an entrepreneur myself, because I'm running my business by myself, I can tell you it's not easy. And a lot of you omni cunts, almost always, whenever I ask a person or give them advice how to make more money, the ones who go and they get lazy, they don't make a fucking dime. They're always poor for like 10 years in a row, not making a single fucking dollar. Poor fucking corpsum, callosum, omni cunt fucking mindsets. Because they're fucking stupid and this is why it's fucking up your self-esteem. So they just say, Laycount this, Laycount that. And your brain turns off like a light switch. Then you guys worship. I felt like I have the solution to all your day game problems. And the reason why I'm fighting so hard for Elite 30 is because I believe the program is the best in the world. It has been proven over and over again. You can dismiss it. You think just by getting new stuff, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying that what you can do with your money or not. But what I'm saying is, if it's not proven to work, well, we'll see, right? We'll see. But over and over, like, for example, Todd V released a course, no fucking student results, or another coach. It's the same fucking story. And they go to the boot camps. If it doesn't work, then whatever. We'll see. Every dating coach is judged by their own fucking merits. I'm judged on the same fucking merits. Do I get student results? Everyone's judged by that. If you don't get student results, what do they call it? Bullshit? Worthless opinion? Snake oil? A fucking scam? Come on now. But if the products don't work and their bootcamp works, great. Okay? Then they made their products not work. But if their products don't work and their fucking bootcamps don't work, or barely works, that's not good enough. Because a lot of people, depending on these coaches, it makes me pissed off because it's like a shepherd. You know, I'm looking at the wolves and I'm looking at the sheeps. If you guys are sheeps, I'm the shepherd. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, am I talking about any dating coach in particular? The answer is no. I'm talking about them all. Or none. Or just generally. So even if some of these zombies tries to follow it, I have found by asking these dumb Asian carp, RSD zombies, right? If they went through Elite 30 and nobody has gone past this day number 2. Seriously, not a single fucking zombie. What day are you at? Elite 30. I've done day 1. I practiced the mirror. Right? Send me the fucking video. Okay, great. Day 2. Disappeared. And all the people that had this Skype, I'm moving it to 2 Skypes temporarily. So you have no fucking excuses. Anyone who buys Elite 30 from now on has 2 Skypes. Most of my Skypes are very expensive. It costs $300. As this student is begging me to Skype with me after I finish this YouTube live. See, you're just jumping off. You see, everyone disappears. When I talk about Elite 30, guess what happens? 3 Skype. Everyone just disappears. You see that? I've been seeing this kind of fucking behavior when you have the fucking cure. See that? 4 people just disappeared. That's what I'm talking about. These guys have probably been gaslighted using the wrong shit. But like I said, I can do the repair work. Fuck you guys. It's okay. Like I said, it's a free market, everyone, but at the same time, you should not dismiss the cure, not the long fucking treatment. All right. They didn't practice in the mirror. They're lazy, omni cunts, low functioning. You cannot run an entrepreneurial, cool lifestyle. And I get it. I get you can't practice in the mirror. You're lazy. And all the students that were not lazy, all practice, all got laid. The ones who dismissed it, because sheeps dismiss, in their brain, they can just say, dismiss, just like that. Walk away. They didn't get laid. But everyone has the fucking steps, right? The steps are easy. Watch Elite 30, practice one day at a time, stop focusing on the lay. Do not just spam approach. Practice in the mirror maybe 30 or 40 times in a row. If day one is happy, fun, carefree, positive vibe, then you just talk like this in front of the mirror. Have the happy, fun, carefree, positive vibe, right? And just practice talking like this, like high vibrational energy. You see how nice John is? I could talk like this so that sheeps, right? They can listen to you better. I can talk to you. Fuck that. But you see that? You practice that all day. And you talk to the women afterwards like that. A little bit happy, fun, carefree, positive vibe. You see that? You switch like this and everything, like I seem like a different person because I can fucking do that. All right. So if favorite status maxers, even mostly white guys too. Problem with people is completely ignores Elite 30, which is the solution, the cure. It not only is proven to work, but they feel so full of shit using other people's stuff and not getting laid for a day game. Then they're looking at me with their heads down in shame. Like I said, it's a free market. Buy whatever fuck you want. I can't stop you. There's not a fucking cult. This is more like cult deprogramming. Cult deprogramming. It's your money. But you should not dismiss Elite 30. It's a very good course. It's proven to work. Technically, it is the best day game course in the world. It is timeless. Maybe they know that they're dumb sheeps without critical thinking, low functioning. And they don't like how my students are getting laid nonstop. So they make excuses like, but is this guy, how tall is this guy? How about you fucking actually do what these taller guys are doing, which is actually practicing in the mirror? Not all of them are tall. You ignore the 5'5" guy. And nobody even bought Elite 30 when I posted Spain testimonial. I was like, what the fuck? Only my existing students were buying my stuff, updating their courses, or renewing their inner circle course. But you guys, however, just fucking dismissed it. You're dismissing the fucking cure. You fucking stupid motherfuckers. Look at that. Now it's 2 people. You see that? This is what I've been seeing for the last 2 videos. Everyone just turns off their fucking brain. You see that? You see that? Right now, 2 views. Can't even make this shit up. Don't worry. When you get burned, right, you can always come back in a month, 2 months, or 3 months. When you get burnt so badly, go back to the John Elite method, practice in the fucking mirror, use Elite 30, and stop being a cunt. But hey, you think like, it's a fear of missing out. Maybe the new courses will get you results. But have their old courses was it really that effective? No, you have no critical thinking. I just say Laycounts this and you shut off your fucking brain. Stupid. They're slow and other dating coaches manipulates them, fleecing the sheeps, talking down to you as if you're dumb, trying not to offend you. Which meant it's like the guy inventing the cure for cancer, like me. But nobody wants to speak. Wants me to speak or let people know. They're like, shut the fuck up, John. Stop inventing all these cures. We want the treatment. There's more money in it. It's like, no, it's not about the money. We got to help humanity. Shut up, John. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. We need to make money. Stop giving them the fucking cure. No, but listen, we can help a lot. Shut up, John. Shut up. That's how it's like. See that? These omni cunts are just, they don't want the cure because they know the emotional investment they have to make. They actually have to practice. They actually have to level up. And they can't do it because their corpus callosum is super weak in their brains. It makes them all tired just thinking about it. Practice in the mirror, not spam approach. If you spam approach 100 fucking times, It'll be the same fucking energy or more than practicing in the mirror 30 times, making maybe 3 to 5 approaches, getting it into the date polling, and you fucked it up. You do the same thing tomorrow, nothing happens. You do the same thing tomorrow, day 3 of Elite 30. By the time you reach day 7, you already got laid. And then you're like, John, I got laid, right? Blah, blah, blah. Make a video testimonial. Great. If you just fucking done it. No, but you got a fucking spam approach. You gotta turn off your brain because you have no resilience. You got the half resilience, the RSD victims. You got just about enough resilience to just fucking spam approach. So that's the world. It's motivated by greed. And as I'm trying to save the world, but instead they're getting gaslighted by their stupid Tinder Laycounts or testimonials, which isn't even a thing. It's not pickup artistry or Laycounts for Tinder. By the body count from a stupid food app auction called Tinder, which stopped the. Okay. So stupid, man. I mean, Elite 30 is the fucking cure. And you want to dismiss it, go ahead. But my students are going to keep getting laid with Elite 30. Dismiss it all you want. I'll flood YouTube with more testimonials, even if the course never expires for Elite 30, since it is real social skills and real social calibrations. If you really think you can learn social skills or socialize more and get better social skills, leveling up with your corpus callosum in your fucking brain, if you really think you can level up and you're autistic for the last 8 years when you're RSD victims, how has your social skills improved, guys? How has your social skills improved? Nobody's fucking social skills has improved, has it? For the last 8 fucking years, you've just been creepier and you have worse habits. You know that's true. Your social skills are not improved. You didn't know why. But you just don't want to admit it because you're gaslighted. It's like talking to a bunch of Scientologists. Don't worry, I don't want to push too hard because when people are stuck in the cult, right, you better not insult them too much because they'll back away. I'm not saying that, they're listening to a cult, but I'm just saying it seems like they're talking to a person in a cult and you're challenging their fucking brain and their belief system, telling them the fucking truth, and they have a cognitive dissonance. It's like 2 competing beliefs, and it causes brain pain, so they drop off. Fucking sheep, omni cunts, weak motherfuckers. I think I should start teaching you guys Krav Maga or something. Last time I taught you guys grit from the Navy SEALs for Delta. I think for Omicron, for the omni cunts, I have to teach you guys how to actually fight. I'm not sure about the legality of it to teach you people how to fight, but I'll just say for educational purposes. If you don't know how to fight, then you won't have that forward gear in your brain. You'll be an omni cunt forever. Stupid. And maybe you think, oh, this is all money, John. It's like food prices have gone up. I don't know what the fuck your objection is. It might not even be other people's courses. Maybe your objection is the highest food price of all time because of binflation, the bin zombieflation. Let's go, Brandon. Maybe it's that. Or maybe there's other objections. I don't know what it is. Maybe the other objections are you don't want to catch omnicunts because it's so fucking contagious. Even if you're vaccinated, you can still catch it. I don't know what your objection is, but you're not even looking at Elite 30 from Hard Case to Hero sales letter. You think it's expired? It's obsolete? It never fucking expires. It keeps working. I was going to post more testimonials today. It's like new ones too. But you guys don't care because you have to turn off your brain because you're so full of shit on the inside that you're a sheep that you got to worship. You know that you're not even human. You're a fucking carp, an Asian carp. Oh, but John, is it a charm, a charisma? Or you're a fucking RSD zombie. Stupid. I mean, it's not social skills. I mean, you can't improve your social skills without the social skill flow drill. I suggest you practice it over and over. But for elite access, I've been teaching the social skill flow drill to the zombies. The Capus callosum fucks. I failed 80% of them. That's how autistic you guys are. It's a physical problem with your brain in the middle from the left to right. The signal is weak, that corpus callosum. This is why you guys are pickup artists. If I taught normal people my system without that problem, They'll fucking destroy you, the blue pill with social skills. They'll fucking murder you in day game. And here's what I'm thinking. Before COVID-19, I used to have 80% of students pulling from my training, at least from the courses and all that stuff. Not from the ones who actually used the Skype was my students, and 80% laid. And a lot of you don't use the Skypes. I don't know why, because you're know-it-alls. Because your corpus callosum is so weak. So you lower your self-esteem, being low functioning, and you become delusional. And you like to have resilience, spam approaching. And then after that, you do the wrong path, the sociopath. It blows up in your face in 4 months. That's exactly what I just told other students. In 4 months, I say, see, I told you so. And they're like, fuck, you're right, John. Always 4 months. Your mind is so fucking stupid. In 4 months, everything just kaboom, everything fails, right? Should listen to Johnny Lead. Stupid. So you can only do 2 steps at most. That's why you like to do statements. She gives you a short answer, blah blah blah, and you ask another question. Are you from Vancouver? Right? And there's like another one, and then you make another statement, and then she talks. And you ask another question. Or maybe you can use Julian Blanc's 3 vibe game, right? That natural and direct that destroyed Vancouver. You can add a fucking self-amusement in between. Autistic. 0 late testimonials for this Mao Zedong game, which has destroyed Vancouver. So they love to spam approach, worship, be delusional with low self-esteem. Then as amazing chance, something happened, right? Is that I'm educating people that Tinder no longer counts as PUA Laycounts. Just body counts, which cannot be used for testimonials since it's not pickup. Also, it's a fucking food app auction where white people benefits the most since their Tinder mental bullshit testimonials is mostly white. White is right. And a few blacks, like 3 blacks, and a few ethnics, and 1 token Asian. I wasn't surprised that their stupid guarantee that, oh, you'll get laid or you get your money back, right? I bet all the dumb fucking zombie carp Asians that probably took that all got their money back. It didn't matter. They probably got a lot of students, but now they're promising 8 weeks for 8, whatever the fuck, right? In 8 weeks, you should have 3 lays like my students if you do it my way. Not fucking like 8 dates. You can get 8 Insta dates in like 2 days or something. What the fuck? Set the bar low. White dating coaches, set the bar low. Fucking 3 late testimonials. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of impressionable Asian and carps that took the offer. I speculate they got their money back in 8 weeks, 8 dates. I mean, oh, fuck. Some dating coaches doesn't even have late testimonials, or they have so few, right? It shows how dumb the sheeps really are. It's just say Laycounts, right? Laycounts this, Laycounts that. Oh, their brain shuts down. Laycount. This is you guys, okay? Drop off. Just fucking drop off. Yeah, good. Drop off. You see that? Two people. Drop off. This is you. Because you're stupid. Like, oh, you don't like what I'm saying. I'm just preaching the gospel. This is you. Laycount. That's you. Because you're stupid. Because you're a sheep. Just procreation switch. Laycounts this. Brain turns off. Standing next to women's evidence now, right? If they say, oh, I got 100 pull infields, right? Or some bullshit from Night Game, then do they have the pictures of the women in the bedroom that's the same as the one that's in the Night Game poll? Or no? Or they're completely different. Maybe they're from Seeking Arrangements. Or maybe they're from fucking Tinder. Do they have something from open to close? It's crystal clear to me how to educate them that only day game and night game testimonials count as a lay count. Only day game and night game because it's pickup. I don't go to nightclubs. I'm purely using day game. I don't use Tinder. That doesn't count towards your lay count because I saw they don't have a lot of pickup lay testimonials. Since they're students, Tinder lays, which favors white guys. So if a student says, "Oh, he got 7 lays," but there's only one of them that was night game, guess what? He has 1 lay. No, but this guy got like 100 lays. But how many on day game? 0. But how many like night game? I don't know, like maybe like 10. Well, he got 10 fucking lays. Stupid. Look at all the other people that dropped off. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. I'm just telling you as it is. Tinder does not count as a fucking lay testimonial. It never will for pickup lays. Body count, sure. But don't fucking use it as your lay count. That's so fucking stupid. Because it favors either status maxing and being white has higher status or more value in that way. I learned that a lay isn't a lay if you use seeking stupidity and then say, a lay is a lay. What the fuck is that? I mean, oh, but it's lead generation. It's not like paying. Pickup is harder. Tinder is the same way too, as they say. That, oh, it felt like it's cheating, right? At first. It is cheating because it's the fucking body count. It's not a lay count. But somehow they rationalize that, oh, it's a PUA. No, it's not a PUA lay count. So if they only have 400 night game lays, then their lay count is really 400. Tinder doesn't count. It's not pickup. It's for fucking status maxers and white people. A few blacks. A few ethnics or token ethnics. Maybe that is good for business. But that is about as irrelevant as a white guy going to Thailand counting those as lay counts. Come on now. Or going to Asia or some shit. See who's texting me right now? Okay. All right, good job. Good job. It's my Indian student. He's going to the gym, so I want to make sure he goes to the gym for at least 3 weeks so he can V-shape his body. It's status maxing to the max. You just need to focus on day game. Night game lay testimonials, not Tinder. Or ignore their Tinder lay count and ask how many day game or night game lays. It's probably just a fraction of that. I mean, some of you Asian carps are so low value. They come to my coaching since they cannot get matches on Tinder. But they ignore my advice. So they spam approach because their corpus callosum for these Asian carpfish just swimming around like a carp, and they jump all over the place. They just jump. Carps like to jump 10 feet in the air, and they're invasive species. Not to be a racist, because it's nothing to do with racism. If I use words like zombies, carps, or animals or anything like that, it is just a metaphor for the behavioral traits. So when I say carp, it's like they're part of the out tribe. But they're like, but John, we shouldn't have to dress whitewash to fit in. But if a black student of mine lives in Asia before, when he bought Elite 30, they treat him with xenophobia, the fear and dislike of other people's culture, which is evolutionary psychology. When they treat him like that, you have no right to demand equal treatment in America. You don't. They're blaming you for COVID, man. But now they're blaming the labs. But the black people used to punch you in the back of the head and throw you onto the railroad tracks. But John, there's so much hate crime, right? They're treating Asians. No, they're treating you bad because you are so Asian carp washed that you refuse to adapt. It's evolutionary psychology, in tribe or out tribe. If you're autistic with the corpusum callosum, lack of social skills, you'll be part of the out tribe. Even if you try a spam approach thinking that you're going to be socializing, you're going to be socializing like a sociopath. And you're just fucking spam approaching, being delusional, low functional. As a result, I educate people that only their day game and night game lay counts actually counts for the pickup artist lay count. That Tinder counts towards their body count, but that's separate from pickup lay count, which requires you to pick up like a PUA, right? Which requires fucking skills. By skills, I don't mean 100 pull-in fields where there's no proof of anything happening in the bedroom with a video. That is called evidence. That's not called proof beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's called evidence. I got lay pick. A big fucking deal. Everyone does. After I did that, I started to make a YouTube live video today, educating people of this when I should have been posting nonstop lay testimonials. But instead, you guys are dismissing it, ignoring Elite 30. I don't know why. You think that even Tinder takes a lot of skill. There is zero skill on Tinder. It's just a bunch of white people with a photographer taking some decent pictures and trying to put a smile on your fucking face and then swiping nonstop with huge fucking volume. Try and move them to WhatsApp as fast as possible. And then the white people all get the testimonials. And then all the other ethnics are like, fucked. There's no skills. It's just value. You're stacking value. You think there's social skills behind Tinder? Where's your fucking social skills? There's no social skills. Where's your social calibrations? There's no social calibrations. Where's your emotional control on Tinder? There's no fucking emotional control. Just a little bit of fucking text game that filters out white people. White is right, according to Tinder lay testimonials. Can ethnics get anything through Tinder? My students that are ethnics can. They can because they have the 6 algorithms for Instagram. They also funnel them through Instagram. They don't just use like stupid fucking pre-selection and lifestyle for status maxing. They have way more different algorithms than that. They have 6 algorithms and it converts. One of my Chinese students, 59 lays, former self-proclaimed high Laycount guy student, but he was using my Instagram, which I taught him in the boot camp. He's the first student I taught. He was doing okay. He didn't convert in the bedroom sometimes. Then he joined the inner circle. Then he learned a style called the fire style, which is top secret. There's fire, there's earth, there's wind. Wind's more like natural. I don't want to talk about that. But he switched over to the fire in the bedroom and he was converting like crazy. And he got 59 lays, 2 fuck buddies. And he only got one day game, not day game, but he got a bar close, like a bar. So therefore, that's the one I count because that's like night game bar shit. All the other 59 lays does not count. It's bullshit. In Johnny Elite's eyes, if you get laid on Tinder, you are a disappointment to Johnny Elite. You're a fucking fuck up. A fucking fuck up. Suddenly, I was able to slowly get the stupid RSD zombies to open up their mind over time. They don't get laid from other people's day game courses. Not that you care anymore. You guys have become like wizards, Since you guys aren't even getting laid from other people's courses, you're just like, you just want to take massive action and pump your state now. It's no longer about that lays anymore. It's just pumping your state and feeling good and just taking massive action and running up the hill and getting your head shot off. Like I said, you can come back here in a month to 3 months. I'll fucking fix it all. This time you apologize to me. You say, John, I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. I got burnt. I'm sorry. And then I'll tell you, this is how you practice properly. No problem. Just apologize and say, John, how do I properly use your course now? But guess what? Now your neural pathways are all full of bullshit, of things I do not teach. I don't teach direct game, and 95% of this industry does. It's fucking stupid. It's like a Tinder street game. It's like 100 fucking rejections, or then maybe 101th you get like some kind of insta date or some shit or some date. Well, enjoy that because my students can close in 1 approach or 3. Look at all the YouTube live testimonials. 1 to 3 approaches, guys. What the fuck? I know it sounds impossible, but it's not impossible. They've done it over and over again. The lazy cunts cannot do that. They just completely get demolished. My God. Fucking autistic, fucking zombie carp, dumb sheep motherfuckers. Fucking zombies. The longer they don't get laid and spam approaching, not leveling up with their social skills, it's not like you're going to level up your social skills if you're autistic with the corpus callosum problems where you cannot do 3 steps at once. You can't fucking level up. Come on now. The more I laugh at how these zombies worship and fail. Then I realized the secret was to make people understand that Tinder doesn't count as a PUA lay count. Oh, it's a body count. Yeah, it's still a lay, but it's not your fucking PUA lay count. Stupid. It's a fucking food app at best. Or an auction where white men wins out most of the time. White is right. If I'm really so wrong, look at their testimonials, mostly white. Come on. Oh my God. Stupid. Only day game and night game lay testimonials count towards your PUA lay count. Since that's pickup, like actual pickup, like a fucking skill, pickup, art, pickup. LA is not LA. I'm not really. Only their students' night game lay testimonials or day game counts. It's not like they have that much day game lay testimonials for getting laid. So therefore, they're mostly night game testimonials. It's like, oh, this guy got like 70 lays, right? But how many at night game, right? They're like, I don't know, 3. His lay count is 3. Congratulations. White is right. Doesn't count. So it's not Tinder. People have been using Tinder to boost their lay counts. But it doesn't count as a PUA lay count. In the inner circle, nobody uses Tinder. We think it's a fucking joke. We don't understand why anyone uses Tinder. We don't. So more lead generation or it's funnels, right? That's what. Yeah, funnels is working so fucking well. Then why is there only 3 late testimonials? If it's working so fucking well, sometimes you need to eliminate steps. Like Elon Musk says, he has 5 fucking traits. Number 1, make the requirements less dumb, which is Tinder or funnels. Number 2, eliminate the steps that don't need to be there. Well, guess what? Fucking direct, romance, validation, funnels. Do my students use it? No. Do not optimize what does not need to be optimized. Direct, romance. Like romance at least has a few testimonials here and there. Not as much as mine, but a few. But validation, 0 or 1 most of the time. Direct is always, if you look at most dating coaches and you see how many the direct coaches testimonials do they have for day game, it's always like less than 5. It's like 2, usually, averagely across the world. For there could be more, but it's very rare if they have more than 5. Very rare. Because what happens is they don't get laid during the training period. It might take them 6 months or 9 months, and they fuck like a 4 out of 10 white girl, and they feel good, like RSD victim. After like 3,000 approaches or 6,000 approaches, and now they're so fucking burned out, they have PTSD. They can no longer approach after 2 more of those lays. They burn out their fucking brain because they spam approach without any skills, getting rejected, knocked out over and over. It's like going to a fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu fight without training each technique at a time. I heard the Gracie's combative system has like 33 techniques. That's almost like learning Elite 30. If you don't learn at least those basic 33 techniques, right, the ones that's mostly used, which I teach, Elite 30, then you go out there. It's like you're going out there without any fucking skills because you're lazy. You don't want to practice and drill it down. Then you get fucking demolished. Women fucking taps you every single time. Every single time you get submitted. I mean, normal social white people gets matches, lays, nonstop. They'll talk to their fucking minority friends and they're like, hey, man, I just met this girl on Tinder, right? And all the minorities that are their friends are like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. The white guy's like, hey, so what lays you get? I just banged other Asian women. Oh, yeah. Ha. They're all so easy. Ha. They can't relate to you. They really can't. And besides, have you actually seen what kind of women they're banging? When they say, oh, I just banged an 8 or a 9. That's my 9. My students at least show their women. That's the fucked up thing. They don't show anything. There's no proof. That's their fucking 9 or that's their 8. Stupid. Doesn't count as lay count. Just some body counts. I mean, at least night game count. I mean, it requires, even if it doesn't use a lot of social skills for night game, it requires some fucking level of skills. Day game requires way more skills. And that is why they don't have many day game lay testimonials. But the dumb zombies doesn't care since their brain is upside down chasing dreams. My plan was start to laugh at all these dumb fucking sheeps getting fleeced over and over, saying, I told you so. Like I said, all of you apologize at one point, but I hope you get results. I hope you get results. I'm not bashing any particular dating coach. I'm talking generally. There's nobody I'm aiming this directly at. There's nobody. But I'm just finding this whole concept dumb. Tinder fucking late testimonials. So fucking stupid. It's like, who can believe that shit? Let's make Tinder a thing. It's like, what the fuck? Oh my god. When there's a perfect solution, Elite 30. Yeah, go ahead, dismiss it, right? Even though it can't stop getting students late. Okay, so what? Let's say nobody bought it right now, for now. Okay, let's say they're all brainwashed for Elite 30. Let's just say hypothetically. I'm sure there will be a couple people eventually when you're going to stop being cheap and have some emotional resilience. But let's just say right now, they're just dismissing it. I'll still get the existing students late. So it's not a problem because it works. It works for at least 80% of the people to pull 70% late. My boot camp sounds John Wayne to John Elite. Every student pulled or got late except for 3. Fucking zombies. Just 3. 1 short black and 2 Chinese. So if anyone else claims they've taken my boot camp, you have not. If you're not on my sales letter page for my boot camp page, you have not taken my boot camp. Stupid. Which works well if you actually practice in the mirror, then go out and reduce the chance of spam approaching and catching omnicunts. My students get laid in so few approaches, it is the solution. So I start to educate people that they are stupid sheeps with no critical thinking. They turn off their fucking brain, accepting the wrong neural pathways. But I didn't stop there. I didn't. I educated people that I eliminate so many unnecessary steps in my game, like going direct, validation, romance, funnels, since I don't need it to get my students laid. After that, I educated you that you won't get laid since you are so lazy. You're a zombie with corpus callosum problems. You are so lazy. You spam approach without skills, reinforcing bad habits. You don't have status, so you're going to get destroyed out there. You're going to run up the hill with no fucking status maxing, no Instagram, no lifestyle because you're too lazy. It took me 3 fucking months or more to get my 52-year-old student a lifestyle just to build it. Do you guys have that fucking focus to do that? With your low functioning brain, you guys can barely even run the fucking entrepreneurial side hustle. Most of you can't even run the fucking side hustle. Let's put that in perspective. Most of you haven't made a single fucking dollar for more than 10 years. This could be the first time you're getting a real job for some of you. That's how fucking fucked up you are. A little bit slow. They call it ID, intellectual disability. You don't have status, so you're going to get destroyed. You're going to catch omnicunts, but there's still a problem. The zombies are ghosting me since they don't know any better. I have seen so many day game courses released that people had no lay testimonials for their day game courses. Of course, we'll see, right? We can always count over time, right? But somehow I do. And that's a fact. So what I'm saying is that you can buy anyone's course you want. Don't let me stop you. It's not my right to tell you what to buy with your money. But what I am telling you is that I actually have lay testimonials and it doesn't fucking stop. Oh, but it's obsolete because it's old, right? No, sometimes the old ways are the best way. Real social skills and real social calibrations I learned from the inner circle. Stupid. It keeps working. If you use it properly, it's an automatic fucking lay. But you don't want to listen to that shit. Do you think it can demonstrate the women that you have a lot of options fuck with? Do you think that it makes Okay, that's a good question. This is like a behavioral game. By your behavior, because it is like a byproduct. When you don't give a shit what women thinks, for example, and you act like a person, you know, or you are a person that gets laid so much. For example, my Pakistani mentor is so ruthless around women. If they don't behave, he'll throw them out of the fucking bedroom and they'll beg for days to come on back out. You're like, that guy sounds like a psycho. Yeah. Seriously. She'll be like, can you please carry me up the stairs? He'll be like, don't you have any fucking legs? Carry yourself up. Sounds like a psychopath. Doesn't give a shit. By having a little bit of that attitude that you don't give a fuck and you're the most important in that interaction or relationship, you start to correct a lot of the behavioral traits. Because it's evolutionary psychology. You have more value when you're willing to walk away. You can still be nice and everything, right? You can still reward good behavior, but when she's giving you attitude, you can act like the hot chick. You can act like the higher value person. The alpha tribe leader doesn't give a flying fuck what other people think. So you got to think, how does a tribe leader behave? Their elite 30 body language imitates a tribe leader, but you don't want to listen to that. You just want to and you need social skills too. Social skills to navigate a tribe. That's all I'm saying. It's not rocket science. Fix your corpus callosum. Hope that answers your question. Behavioral game is the future. Women in Western countries are becoming more and more. No, they're more narcissistic, not psychopathic. Because they're getting more validated. So whenever these PUAs are giving women validation, I'm wondering why the fuck would they validate women? Because every time you validate, your value goes down, you get rejected, it becomes like 100 approaches, and nothing happens. Her value goes up, your value goes down. When every validation after 3 is gone. If you don't have a fucking Instagram to status max, and what's in the status maxing? The 5 things: high status job, high status lifestyle, high status third world money status advantage, high exotic advantage, perceived natural status, or your perceived race. If you don't have that, that's bad. But you can demonstrate some of those status and raise your status points by using the Instagram as a crutch. But not everyone can run an Instagram or lifestyle. It takes a lot of focus. For some of you guys, you zombies, you omni cunts that are low functioning with corpus callosum problems, you can't run a fucking lifestyle. You can't learn social skills. Come on now. It takes a real high performance person to do something like that. Not you guys. I can do it. I'm just really introverted, or what they call antisocial. That's why I like to do day game, because I'm more of a hunter. I'm not a farmer. You guys could not build a farm. You're fucking lazy. I told another student in India, build the fucking farm. Yeah, but do that. It's like, no, he just complains because he's too fucking lazy. You guys are lazy because you're autistic. You're autistic because the corpus callosum part of your brain in the middle, the left and right brain, don't communicate. It's weak. That's why you can't level up in the mirror, because you cry as soon as I suggest it. Every single time a student, right? I say, you should do this and this and this in business and you'll do fine. Or you should do this and this and this in game. Practice in the mirror, do this, right? Change your clothing. They can change their clothing, but they can't practice in the mirror. And guess what? Their brain shuts down. They look at me like I'm crazy. Like, practice in the mirror. This is what they look like. Okay, you just practice maybe 30 times in the mirror that day, and just work on day 1 or day 2 of your elite 30. It's simple, right? Follow the steps. This is what they look like. Just practice in the mirror. That's what they look like. No, just simple in business, right? You can just sell this and then do this and then that. And then that way you can see which one works the best and then just double up. That's why I see. When they do that, right? When they do that, because it takes resilience. I know that they're emotional omnicunts. They're not going to make money. They're going to be poor. They're going to be spam approachers. They're not going to get laid. They have to wait until omnicunts is over just to be able to play that numbers game. Because before, you could have done, if you're 5'9", or you're 5'8", you could have done 200 more approaches, not going direct. You would have got laid. Even if she's not the hottest. If you're 5'7", 400 more approaches. 5'6", 600 more approaches. 5'5", 800 more approaches. 5'4", 1,000 more approaches. That's why they like volume. Don't you get it? You had this fail-safe system that if you spam approach, something would happen. But it's not going to happen if you don't have any fucking status now. If you don't have social skills, social calibrations like my students. Elite 30 is your fucking solution. Ignore it at your own imperil. Because I got so many testimonials I have not posted. Because you guys have been ignoring me. That's why I'm calling you out. You dumb fucking zombies. Hey, practice in the mirror. What? Mirror? Oh, so much work. What is the practice in the mirror? They look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm offending them. Or I'm torturing them. It's like, what are you talking about? All the students that got laid, all practice in the mirror. They have resilience. They have habits. They rebuilt their neural pathways. It takes 21 days. 21 days. Always that. I'll go back to spam approaching. Great. It's already spent 6 to 8 years. You haven't gotten laid yet. You went from one RSD course to another. Dude, you're hilarious as fuck. Oh, thank you very much. Right? Let me do that face again, okay? Don't spam approach, right? Practice in front of the mirror. That's what they look like. Seriously, if I were to show you their face, that's what they look like. They're like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. I think you've gone insane, though. I'm not insane. I'm more sane than anyone. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, gone insane. It's more like I'm kind of pissed off that people are dismissing Elite 30 when I'm posting one late testimonial after another. It's just too many. Today I could have posted another late testimonial. It would have been number 10 in a row. So I'm kind of pissed off that you corpus callosum cunts, the lazy motherfuckers, that practice in the mirror. You lazy motherfuckers. I'm just calling you lazy fucking spam approachers, low functioning autistic carps, Asian carps, dumb motherfuckers. Somehow my course keeps working, but they're so lazy spam approaching, they just tweak their mental bullshit. That's the word, tweak. They don't actually rebuild, they tweak. It's like, here's your jujitsu, right? But they get tapped out. Let's just tweak a little bit. Let's just tweak a little bit of your shitty fucking techniques. Oh, let's get tapped. They get tapped out. They don't rebuild. They don't re-drill because they're stupid. They're so gaslighted. It really shows that they're literally turning into zombies. They lose all self-control when the word Laycounts. It's just like this. This is like a fucking sheep, right? Like, good afternoon, zombies. What predictions do you have for dating in 2022? Yes, I would tell you all the predictions. Direct game will no longer work in 2022. Anytime you give a direct compliment and you don't have any status, you are dead. I guarantee you, if I'm really wrong, then prove me wrong. You guys go out there, do 100, or let's do like 1,000 approaches that are direct compliments. You will die a horrible fucking death. Number 2, the people that have actual real social skill flow drill down and practice in the mirror, Marco, it's really important that you get the social calibrations too. Socializing is not going to improve your social skills. If there's a 3-step process that they have to repeat over and over, most of the zombies can only do 2 steps. That's my prediction. Also, have you seen some of the taller students getting laid recently? But not all of them did. One Chinese student still struggled, while the other Taiwanese student got results. The Chinese student is much better looking than Taiwanese guy, but the Taiwanese guy is like more V-shaped, more masculine. The other guy is like calisthenic skinny. V-shape is important. Body language, right? Elite 30 is going to save everyone. This is the big secret behind 2022. It's called resilience. You have to learn how to turn off your brain like a key. That means a lot of you are too emotional because omnicunts, people are so emotional. So you guys got to learn how to stop making excuses, because it's not just excuses. You tell me, John, I'm going to get this done tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. The problem is that when you say something, right, during omnicunts, and you don't do it, right, it doesn't connect. You gaslight your own brain. So it lowers your self-esteem. So that's the trend. A lot of you guys are saying, I'll get this done, John. I'll practice in the mirror. You don't do it. And what does your brain think of you? You tell your brain you're going to do something. You don't fucking do it. Your self-esteem goes down. So what happens to your delusions and ego? Up, right? See that? That's the trend. Everyone's going through this trend right now. They're all scared. They're all spam approaching. They're turning to low-functioning zombies. That's the big secret. It's no longer about instinct. Delta was about instinct. Grit, grit. Growth, resilience, instinct, the best way, and tenacity, finishing the fight. What's missing during Omicron is not the growth, which they don't have. It's the resilience. It's no longer the instinct. In the Delta, they always do it their way. They'll use elite access, and they'll just use me as a emotional support so they can do their own fucking spam approaching like they're doing their own jujitsu their way, getting destroyed. But during Omicron, the resilience does not exist. That's the new trend. So this is why you see a lot of that, practice in the mirror. They have this sort of look like, that's Omicron, Omnicunts. This look, Omnicunts. Practice in the mirror. That's what they're like. How much harder is it for a 5'4" guy with a decent body? Well, you definitely don't want to be 5'4", so you want to boost your height with elevated shoes. And if you don't have an Instagram and a good lifestyle, right? I'm just saying your spam approaching will not work. So if you took away their Instagram, for example, let's say you're short, then obviously it's going to be harder. It can be 10 times harder because there's no status maxing. But however, my Spanish student's 5'5", he got same night lay in public. But you guys don't even want to look at the testimonials. So yes, it is harder, but it is doable. He's done it. Not only did he get a same night lay, he also had a day too. She came back out and he fucked her, in his parents' place. So it is doable. Look at the testimonial. Look at two back, a Spanish guy. But you guys all dismiss it because you're like, Spanish, easy, because high SMV. No, Spanish is no longer high SMV because of Donald Trump. And number two, because of Biden and Texas border. People are more suspicious. It lowers your SMV from 7 to 6 now. So he got a white girl that's higher SMV than him for that Spanish student in Spain, 5'5". But you guys all ignored it. You guys all ignore it because you're omni cunts. You're so low functioning. All you can do right now is that you can do the half resilience. You can just go out there and massively run 100 approaches in a row, catching Omicron. It goes right through the fucking vaccinations. That's what's the trend, is the lack of resilience. It's not because you might think it takes resilience to do 100 spam approaches. No, it takes zero resilience. It's like half resilience. It's like halfway. Because you are so emotional that you can only spam approach without drilling it down with skills, like Elite 30 skills, 30-day challenge, one skill at a time. So you can't practice the mirror. That's the new trend. Because the half resilience, that's a big secret. Omnicunts, half resilience. It's not instinct. You're not listening to the best way anymore. You're just trying to get by with half resilience. That is the new trend, guys. So how can you fix this? It's very simple. You may intellectualize that Omicron is fucked up. And you might intellectualize, I don't want to fucking practice in the mirror. Like you have that face, but turn off your fucking brain, right? John says practice in the mirror. What? Mirror? Turn off, all right? And do it. That's the hard part to do, is to turn off your emotions. But John, I'm not a psychopath. I can't turn off my emotions. It's not about that, because you're sociopaths and you're emotional, autistic cunts. It's not about being more stoic, but you got to learn how to turn off your emotions. You cannot do multiple things unless you turn off your emotions. So Omicron is about how to turn off your emotions so you can level up. It is not to turn off the emotions so you can spam approach. No, turn off the emotions to level up. The social skill flow drill is hard. Most of my students, they send me the flow drill on Elite Access. I failed 80% of them. Omnicunts. Corpus callosum problems. So the only way you can get out of the ambush of Omicron is to level up the 30-day challenge. Every single skill is like, you got to keep doing over and over, like you're drilling for oil. You keep at it. You don't have this fucking shiny object syndrome. And also, you got to stop listening to like, if the more courses I learn, the better things are. Things are different. Omicron is not about knowledge. I mean, it's not about understanding. The more courses you get, you're like, I understand the game better. But I used to teach direct game in 2012 to 2014. I discarded it. You guys don't discard. You just collect junk in your fucking brain because you're lazy, omnicunts, because you have the lack of fucking resilience, half resilience. Turn off the brain and practice. Gotta drill down the skills. It's a skill-based game. It's 20 out of 35. There is no more 200 extra approaches per every inch that's lower advantage anymore. It's gone. It's a zero-sum game. I calculated my Chinese student who's good looking. His score was not that high. So we said, shit, we better start wearing some nicer shit like Versace belts and necklaces along with your fashion. And we have to improve some of your lifestyle a little bit, right? Because he used to look like an Asian carp, although he's very handsome, but he used to look like an Asian carp. And you got to change a few things here and there too. You got to work on your social skills now 10 times. So it's all drilling. It's like jujitsu. John, do you still. Do you think Latinos are easier than white chicks? It depends what ethnicity you are. I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't bring on the topic. For Latinas, it really depends. If you're Asian, Latinas are very shallow. They only care about status, or they care about height and muscles, protector status. Because Latinas have bigger hips and stuff. If you're around like 5'11", Asian, good looking, they'll be into you. But if you're below that, Latinas, unless you look Filipino, they will not be into you. Are Latinas harder? For a white tall guy and stuff like that, they have a chance. If they fuck it up, she'll flake on them too. So Latinas are harder than white girls. But it's not because they're harder because of that, because you need more status, protector status, and a lot of fucking status. You need a lot of. So if you actually went over to the South America, Mexico, Spain, right, then they become easier because you have the third world money status advantage. But when you go over, or they come over to the America or North America, they become harder unless you have a lot of status. Then they can overlook it. It really depends because Indians are able to look like different ethnicities. If you're a whitewash Indian, for example, you're already 4 out of 10 for the perceived natural status. So building status or status maxing can move your 4 all the way up to 9. Because if you add like perceived natural status, right? Okay, that's 4. So Indian, right? And Indians can look like other ethnicities. If you're whitewash, that's good. If you have a high status job, right? We're talking about many different jobs: DJ, club promoter, doctor, musician, music producer, that kind of shit. Then now move up your in status. Another point. That's 4. That's 5, right? Then if you can display this on your Instagram, for example, or whatever, you can display like a high status lifestyle. Now that's 5, 6 points, right? You see that? If you can display a third world money status advantage by traveling, then that's 7 points, right? If you can show exotic advantage at different places, then that's 8 points. Does it kind of make sense? You can raise your status when you're Indian, which is good because the jump is not going to be as bad as an Asian. Asian has to make a bigger jump. For day game, you need more points. So if you're Indian, you want to look as whitewash as possible in your case. And you want to think about, you can status max, you want a whitewash fashion. You want to speak more like a white person. I wasn't too happy when you replied to me. I thought you still come by and listen. I don't give a fuck what you think, Elliot. Go fuck yourself. I told you exactly the truth. If your Instagram does not have a ton of followers, it does not matter unless you have the 6 algorithms, which only my students know. Once you hit all 6 algorithms, it creates a conversion. Does that make sense? It's almost like even if she doesn't like one picture, the other 5 will ambush her. So it's like a fix and flank. Okay, she hates this picture, but she sees the other 5. You win. That's what happens. Only 3 of my students ever used the status maxing. The 52-year-old student, the 17-year-old white student, and also like that Chinese student that got 59 Tinder likes, which does not count. Only those 3 have used status maxing. Nobody else has. Because that's why they don't need it. They don't fucking need it. Hope that makes sense.
I got some clips.
Why students? Elite access to. Hold on.
I got some clips of me in the gym. A friend recorded me doing some posing with him, and he did one of me where he just recorded me and I'm alone.
Hopefully you don't have just like a pictures, right? You also have like or video. You have pictures too, right? That you can get. Next time use a DSLR, right? When you're getting these pictures, you want something that's crispy, right? You don't want a fucking cell phone picture. Okay. But what do you mean, like account does not matter as long as you have great content? It doesn't matter because they don't even look at the count. For example, the Chinese student, he had so few followers, but when she sees like the 6 algorithms of the inner circle, already converts. Aren't you in the inner circle, by the way? Don't talk about the 6 algorithms, but in case you are, ask me like what video to watch. Your name seems very familiar. If you're not, then whatever. Whatever. So, anyways, let's continue. So their gaslight, it really shows that they literally turn into zombies. They lose all self-control when the word Laycounts is thrown around to the point where they can ignore the lack of lay testimonials. Then they get funneled into a boot camp. Some gets results. Some almost gets no lay testimonials or 1 or something. Some has 0, by the way. I know it sounds crazy, but and you look at Charisma King, for example, RSD shit. It's like, oh, you see Asian testimonial, therefore it must be like a good. And you play it, and it's like the guy turned into a beast. What the fuck does that mean, a beast? Did he get laid? No, he turned into a beast. They use these stupid terms. The fuck does that mean? Turn into beast. This guy says, "Gonna crush it." Like, crush what? Your nuts? Your wallet? Doesn't make any fucking sense. A beast. And then it's like the next guy is like, he took his boot camp like so many times and didn't get any fucking results over such a long time. Maybe something happened. It's not even during the training period. It's like fucking stupid mental bullshit. Charisma, charm, charisma. That's the thing I'm eliminated because I enter. Okay, I see. I see. So, besides that, right? If you are in the inner circle, then. All right, let me continue. So, let's see. But I did not have the DSLR on me. Yeah, next time try to get the DSLR with you. That would be more better. And if other people get like pissed off in the gym or something, they just say, no, I'm just using this for my social media, right? And then they'll just leave you alone. Nobody cares about the cure. Since my business is built upon getting you laid, then you make a video testimonial, right? Then more students join. What the fuck happened? I was showing testimonials and people were dismissing Elite 30. Yet it's getting nonstop late testimonials. Are you insane? It's only $200. I mean, it's only $200. What the fuck? How can you complain? Oh, but I'm too lazy, John. You're like, you look at Elite 30 and it's like, oh, I have to actually go out there and practice each of these skills for 30 days. It's always the same sort of the tired look, like, oh, it's so much work. Yeah, motherfucker. Have some emotional intelligence. Omni cunts, turn off your brain. Looks matter? Not really. If the 52-year-old student got laid and he's ugly as fuck, he's like 3 out of 10. And I have a lot of students that are not good looking. It's not looks. It's about height. It's about status. It's about perceived natural status, social calibrations, and social skills. That's what it is. It's about 20 out of 35. That's what matters when you look at this chart. Social skill, all this stuff, 20 out of 35. Looks is out of 10. Money out of 5. Status is out of 10, but you can status max. Social skills is 2.5. Social calibration is 2.5. Emotional control, 2.5. Game is 2.5. So when they focus on game, then they add a little bit of emotions. That's what they fucking do. A little bit of emotions here. Let's emote a little bit. Let's flirt a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. They don't have any fucking social skills or social calibrations. But you cannot change your height except using elevator. That's correct. You cannot change your height. It wouldn't hurt to have an elevator shoes. Do I know you? I feel like have we ever talked on Skype before and I kicked you out from, are you that guy I kicked out from like 3MP or something and I didn't want to train you because you could barely fucking afford the course and you want to pay me $500 every single month until it's done? I hope you're not him. If you are him, right? Is that you? Whatever. All right, let me continue. since the zombies are low functioning. They no longer care about building skills. They want to spam approach and take massive action and pump their state and not get laid. So I ended up getting so frustrated that I decided to wait until they all get burnt. Then they take their boot camps, then they get no results, right? For some of them. Then I'll laugh at the zombies. Every single day, I'll be like, ha, you didn't get laid, ha. You went to their courses, you didn't get laid, ha, 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 you fucking idiots. Like I said, we'll look at the testimonials afterwards. Everyone's judged on their testimonials, on their own merits. So it's not about like, oh, and I'm not talking about any particular dating coach in general. I'm just saying everyone's judged on their late testimonials for dating. So I choose to call this Tinder doesn't count as late testimonials or late count, just body count. This is not pickup. So I thought if I could create something that would make it possible for the dumb RSD zombies to stop acting like zombies when they run at people, shutting off their brain, in this case, worship, spam approaching, getting no results, then look for the next day game course to get burnt with, then I'll be very happy. You know, it's funny. You guys go from one course to another. How come you didn't get any results until you take Elite 30 for most of you who did it properly? How does that happen? It's like so many fucking students take all these courses, and when they finally do Elite 30 properly, it's like an automatic lay. The ones who dismiss it, oh, I don't want what? Practice in the mirror? Black pill is the right pill. Stop lying. You know what? Do you want to like for me to get you off of my fucking YouTube live and hide you forever? You're the one who's lying. I have 500 Laypo testimonials, 499 right now. You call me lying? 499, motherfucker. 499. I only posted 498 because the Latino student that was here, right here in the, he wants to be number 500. So I have to sneak another student in between, posting him first, then him. I'm pretty sure the black pill is bullshit because the black pill can't even get each other laid. Their advice doesn't even work. It's half truths, like red pill or MGTOW. It's all bullshit. The social skills automatically build status. Dude, social skills, the real social skills. I don't mean like socializing like a sociopath. I mean learning how to actually communicate with people using the triangular flow drill that I learned from Elite Access or my Skype from Elite 30. That real social skills was hard to do. The inner circle does it. And yes, it definitely gives you a lot of, it's not just status. It's not status, it's this area right here. Social skills, social calibrations. This category is being filled. The Chinese student does not have it, but the Taiwanese student does. So the Taiwanese student got laid. Chinese student is better looking. Hope that makes sense. No, it doesn't feel your status, but it definitely is. It's good for navigating a tribe. And you're not navigating a tribe as a high status communicator kind of bullshit person. If you're navigating like you have the higher status, that's not social skills. It's just like networking. You just fucking try and make it a win-win situation, or you try and be the higher status person in the tribe. That's not fucking social skills. That's just high status. You don't have it. After I post all the late testimonials for Elite 30, it wouldn't stop since my course is real social skills from a real natural I've learned from. From real naturals, real social calibrations, which I invented. Well, it's not like I invented it. I mean, the naturals all have perfect body language. Just if you film like them, you're not like sticking out your chest and being a fucking tryhard. It's like Elite 30, very calibrated. I only posted 9 testimonials for YouTube Live. I'll post 10 more new ones next time. When I'm ready to go for another streak, I'm going to post more than 10, probably 10 to 15 in a row next time. This time I have to break the streak because you guys are not fucking getting it. You're just dismissing the testimonials. Tinder doesn't fucking count as late testimonials or late counts. Just body count. This is not pickup. I can now hopefully get the dumb sheeps to focus on the Elite 30 again and not spam approach. After they get burnt so badly to the point of John Elite saying, I told you so. But you look at my course, right? You fucking zombies. Practice in the mirror. Stop doing that. Turn off your brain, the emotional side. Omnicons, this is the secret. For Omicron, turn off the brain. Stop feeling emotional and do it in practice. Level up. Level up your jujitsu. You don't like Tinder because Tinder is mostly about looks. Yeah, and it's also about status too, right? For tall whites and blacks. It's not about looks. Tinder does have a look component, but it's mostly height, race, and shit like that. White people have a lot of advantages on Tinder. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't count it as Laycounts because it's not pickup. It's just you're displaying some black meat for you, a big black salami. That's all you're doing. That's what you're displaying, a big black salami. And the woman likes it. It's not even fucking game. It's not game. It's just here's my salami. And it's like an auction, right? They're just like bidding on you. The fuck does that even mean? It's not even skills. Then you say, oh, you're right all along. Then I start to let other day gamers, understand that for lay counts, right? Tinder doesn't count. Just body count. This is not pickup. As a result of all of this, I was able to achieve the following. My students are getting laid nonstop. Right now, up to 499 laid post testimonials. 499. Change it from 498. But the Mexican student wants to be number 500. So I have to get another student laid in between. Then I'll post his testimonials afterwards. You were given the fucking solution, but you refuse to take the cure. But see, no matter how many fucking times I tell you guys, practice in the mirror, Elite 30, just like you're rehearsing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, one day at a time, one technique at a time. But you know what happens? It bounces off your fucking brain because you have your own biases, because you're gaslighted by all these stupid day game courses that don't fucking work. You have all of this bullshit information. As soon as they hit the procreation switch, everything I'm saying to you right now, it bounces off your fucking brain. And you're like your dumb fucking carp face or your fucking dumb zombie face looking, oh, I gotta do work, 30-day challenge. I want to get laid right. It's the fastest way to get laid. In 10 days, you probably get laid if you actually do it. That's a big secret. Elite 30 is actually secretly the first day of my boot camp. That's why so many people pull on the first day. Stupid. Practically no one dares to go on the streets in day game. Everyone's doing online dating. Therefore, the competition with Tinder is cutthroat. And those who do day game have a much better chance. You have to be 20 out of 35 right now. During Delta, it became harder. I was the only day game coach getting so many late testimonials. Omnicunts, I'm still getting late testimonials during here. So for me, only my system is that effective. So now it's been harder during the first 3 lockdowns. During lockdown 2, the RSD victims with their corpus callosum problems, they all fucking shut down and failed. Lockdown 3, right? That's when it got harder. The shorter Asians were getting laid during lockdown 1 and 2 because they're separating the Chinese from China, who they blame caused COVID-19, different than the ones that are in America. But over time, the Chinese start getting beaten up, especially in New York. And then they blame the lab leak theory. And then now they stop blaming the Chinese, but the blacks cannot stop punching the Chinese in the back of the head in New York. It's a fucking fact. Look it up. So that's what's happening. And then after lockdown 3 Delta, a lot of people, you saw a big divide. You saw all these testimonials during Delta. Half the students did it my way. They all got laid over and over. The other half of the zombies had this corpus callosum problem. I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with them. I was trying to figure out, why are you guys not practicing in the mirror? They never heard this before from other dating coaches. Whatever you hear from me that other dating coaches don't talk about is the secret sauce. The secret sauce that gets you the results. But John, I need to hear this from other coaches. Don't have late testimonials like I do. Can you tell when women is ovulating? You can kind of smell it a little bit. I just say that she has, when she's near you, you can kind of smell it because, the pussy juice and stuff a little bit ripe. That's how you can kind of tell when you're near her. and the way she behaves around you. So that's one way of doing it. So let's see. I will post as many lay testimonials afterwards. When I'm done with the advice videos, then you'll understand your failure then. After creating this concept, Tinder doesn't count as lay testimonials or Laycounts, just body count. So this is not pickup. I was not only able to get people to realize what Tinder is not lays anyways. It's just body count. Sure, but lay count as a pickup artist, hell no. It's not even pickup. I've also been able to stop people from worshiping as much. They still worship, but after this, they know they're gonna get burned. They'll come back to here, like come back to me. They'll follow my advice again. Now I can get over like almost 500 late post testimonials. I'm just one away, guys. In the end, all of this means I'm able to get even more students laid for day game, while their hero coaches only has worthless opinions. I mean, if a dating coach has less than 6 late testimonials, it's a worthless opinion. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say for today. I shouldn't be here. John is black blazer with the brown pants, the best combo. They're not exactly brown pants. A lot of the fashion is secret. It's not just the color. They're using a very specific kind of thing. You know, it's not the black color blazer. It's not, but everyone has a different color that works for them. So it's not like one blazer is gonna work for everyone. It's just blazers are very comfortable. My Chinese student is using it, and you saw him pull like so many times in a row, but it's just his girlfriend came back. He has a white girlfriend, but oh well. He's gonna try to get that late in February when he can borrow a different pole location and sneak around when his girlfriend's not looking. So he's leveling up. But everyone, it's not like everyone just wears a black blazer. This is not black. This is like a navy dark blue. So it really depends. Is a different color always brown pants? Why are you guys so interested in my technology? Last time I was looking at analytics for this thing, right? I was showing you guys how many hours my last video had, right? You saw it. So many people clicking on the video. It has like over 102 fucking hours. No joke. I wish I was joking, but 102 hours last video. I know no one's ever seen, like, you might think I'm retarded when I'm talking here, but people do watch my videos. But one thing I've noticed on the bottom here is that there's a bunch of people that are from a Discord or something. Whereas your 7.1% from Discord. What is this faggotry Discord doing in my fucking analytics? What kind of mental bullshit are they spreading? Well, that makes sense. Who the fuck is that? Facebook, okay, some traffic, great. Google, great. YouTube. Discord? What the fuck? Who the fuck is running a Discord posting my video? Like, what the fuck? Probably it's all bullshit. Probably a bunch of fucking carps. If it's an Asian video, because that was the only one that showed up. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. I hope you learned a lot for today, and do not dismiss the last video, the Taiwanese guy. He actually has good social skills. The Chinese student does not. So the Chinese student have to rebuild, level up, practice, drill it down like the army. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Just turn off your brain. Turn it off and fucking practice. No, but I'm too lazy. Stop being lazy because your middle part of your brain, the corpus callosum, does not work for the left and right brain. No, I'm too lazy. Turn it off and fucking do it. If you start building your neural pathways, you can bypass the corpus callosum because in 21 days, you got a new habit. 21 days is better than spending 8 years spam approaching with like an RSD fucking carp victim. Do you mean social skills, so Albert, are the cake and the fashion dress? So do you mean that social skills and social calibrations are the cake? And fashion dress is the icing on the cake? I would say that fashion is the icing on the cake. The social skills, social calibrations is the dry cake. But this is something that they don't teach in day game. The taste of it, right, is the emotions of the cake. a taste. And also, game is just like, just the fucking icing on it. It's just, but it kind of, you can't get the point. Listen, it's very, very simple. Looks is out of 10, including height. Money's out of 5. Status is out of 10. You can status max to add a few points here and there. Social skills is 2.5. Social calibration is 2.5. This is 5 points right here. This is the big points right here. It just takes 21 days to develop that from Elite 30. You get 5 points if you stop being lazy. Let's say you didn't even approach out there. You just practice in the mirror. You'll still get a fucking same day lay eventually just by doing a few approaches because you have perfect habits. It's like the best way to understand it is that imagine you're in the boxing gym, okay? You've been practicing all the drills over and over, all 30 drills. You never fought in the boxing match before. But when you went out there, you knocked somebody out, just like you same day lay. And you're like, how did this happen, John? Because you practice in the mirror. You practice all the drills and it came out exactly like I taught you. This is why I left the social skill flow drill in the Skypes. You guys didn't use your Skypes. Do you know how most of the students don't actually use their fucking Skypes? Seriously. You're probably thinking like, oh man, you offer one Skype, now it's 2. Everyone must be using your Skypes, John. No, people are actually paying for the Skypes. Like this student, I have to Skype with later. All right. I have to Skype with them later. So I just want to let them know. Yo, when I finish with the YouTube live, we're going to Skype. All right. So it's the. Yo, when I finish with the YouTube live, we're going to Skype. All right. Yeah. They'll pay for $300 all the time every month. But you guys are dismissing it. You're just like, no, I don't want to use a Skype. I know everything. I know it all. It's like understanding is one thing. I understood every game system because the difference was I actually know it. Understanding, knowing it, and wisdom. Understanding it is like dismissing. That's why you say, oh, I know what John's teaching. Dismissed. But you don't know it because you never practiced it. You never drilled it down. You don't actually know it because you can't do it. And I already field tested every fucking system out there. It's split tested with my students. In 2012, 2014, I taught direct game, natural and direct, and London day game. It's fucking hilarious. But somehow, because I know it, I know what doesn't work. So I use wisdom afterwards. I discarded it. You don't discard shit. You don't know shit. You just understand shit, but you just dismiss shit. That's why you're stupid. All of you. I went through the fucking process of testing everything, and the naturals helped a lot. But instead, you have to do it your way because you're stupid. You don't discard shit. You're retarded. Black blazer is good all year round. Look, if you guys really, really wanted to like learn more about the fashion, then maybe you should start using your fucking Skypes and get my products or something, or get elite access, John, training is worth the money. It'll change your mind forever in your dating life. Yeah, exactly. He's got 4 lays under my training. So I'll post your testimonials soon, okay? So I have to censor the face and everything, and it'll be awesome. But I want to make sure you're number 500. So I'm waiting for another student to pull or get laid, and I'll stick you in there as number 500, all right? I mean, sometimes it's going to be too hot. That's a bullshit thing. This is the bullshit thing. How hot is the blazer compared to outside? How many more degrees, statistically speaking, is the blazer compared to what you normally feel? 3 degrees. 3 degrees. It's not that hot. You cannot handle 3 degrees? Fuck you. Oh, but you're making excuses because you're Asian carps. I bet you anything that you're Asian. Asians have such low self-esteem, they'll never dress like this. But this raises your money, this raises your looks, this raises your status maxing to look more whitewashed, gives you 1 point instead of 0. Wait a minute. So you're saying a blazer gives you 3? No, but you have no self-esteem. You can't wear it. You can't wear it because you want to take it off. You like to go out there with your fucking sneakers, your purple shirts, your dark fucking jeans, right? With your Asian carp haircut with split ends everywhere. And you think women likes you? What are you gonna do next? Go direct? Are you gonna die out there? You're gonna die. You're gonna catch COVID. Even if you don't catch COVID, doing 100 approaches, you're not gonna level up because you're too lazy. You'll be like, what? Practice? You ignore me. You dismiss it. And then you go out there with half resilience and fail. I'm not Asian. I wore blazers for years, but I wonder if there was something else to wear in the heat. Dress shirt underneath it. You know, you can wear a dress shirt. You can just put your blazer on your sleeve or something. You'll be fine. But just put it back in the car or just put it somewhere. But still, if you don't want the algorithms, whatever. But you can always lift up the sleeves on your blazer. I forgot I wear a watch today. Here, let me wear a watch. You can always just lift up your sleeve for the blazer. So that way, it creates like a new super blazer, right? With a new unique look. Hold on a second. Fuck, why am I not wearing a watch? So if you lift up the sleeves and stuff like this, right? Now you have a new look, right? Get it? So there you go. Now you have like a super blazer, right? You transform the blazer into something unique. So this way you can wear it like that, right? So you basically have two blazers for the price of one. Looks different, right? More unique, and you can wear it at different occasions like that. Other times you can lower down the sleeve. Hope that makes sense. It's not even that Asians. Yeah, say whatever you want. 499 late post testimonials. What about waistcoat if it's too hot? Don't wear a waistcoat. That's too fucking like too much. I wouldn't do it. I think that's way too much, man. That's like you're not here to be like Dan Pena, right? Wearing a waistcoat and a fucking clock over there. That's too much for day game. I would not wear a waistcoat. It's not about being formal, guys. Okay, maybe you don't get this. It's about being husband material. Husband material. There's 6 frames. Fuckboy frame, right? Which they claim that they're teaching their system is fuckboy. It was not true. There's the boyfriend girlfriend frame, usually for taller guys. Then there's the social circle friend zone frame, which they're using after the day game these days. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Hanging around with women. Then there's the husband material, which is, like this. All women wants to get married one day. And having this kind of look gets compliance because more value. There's the daddy-daughter frame, which is the seeking stupidity arrangements frame. And the last frame is the high status celebrity status frame, which they're actually using. It's not fuckboys. High status celebrity status. That's the secret. That's why you guys will not get any results because you don't have it. You got to build it like the fucking farm. Takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of fucking work. Now I get it. A farm, it's good, because the hunters in the old days, like the cavemen, it was harder, but the farmer had more food. But not everyone can be a farmer. Some are hunters, like my students. They practice their craft over and over until they can close, or they eat what they kill. So, housing material is the same as provider frame. It's not a provider frame. You're not providing shit. It has nothing to do with providing. Is that you're in a frame where women just, it's better than being in a boyfriend girlfriend frame. If you're a 5'4" Asian guy, for example, you're not going to fit into the boyfriend girlfriend frame. Even if she met most of the guys in the social circle, she's gonna have at least 12 boyfriends, and then she's gonna marry number 13, a tall guy, ugly tall guy, and then that's the future. But you don't fit into the 12 boyfriends, so you need to be a more husband material. Unless you can be high status, which most of you can't because you have a normal fucking job. If you have a normal job, you have obligations. You're not entrepreneur. You can't travel the world. You can't status max. You can't run the thorough money status advantage and post your Instagram. People at work will be like, what the fuck are you doing when there's women in your party twerking? You're like, you have to explain that away. You can't do it. So you can't run this high status frame. It's very hard. That's all I gotta say for today. It's too long. Just I teach my student now, so he's texting me. Let's see who's texting me. Any tips for today? Yeah. Are you still at the gym? Use the, run the 20 seconds as fast as you can. Don't forget to do that. Take a 30-second rest and run 20 seconds as fast as you can, and then stop. That's the fastest way to burn fat. Because anytime you do it beyond that, according to science, it doesn't do shit. You just have to do it like twice like that. Finish that before you finish everything. Maybe consider getting elliptical at home so you can stand on it and run as fast as you can too. I have just a thing. It'd be very useful. So. Sorry, just the Indian student asking me like what to do for on elite access. You can ask like what's the next step. So I want to lose a little bit of that. All right. That's all I say. I'm gonna close the video and stop doing that. Turn off your emotions, drill it down. Omni cunts fix it automatically. That's all I say. See you in the next video. Maybe I'll make it more often because you guys are gaslighted. Toodaloo. Whatever the fuck that means.